and then I'm going to see if anyone has anything specific. Again, like I said, we just talk about how we modify our pages on our PBS. We do not talk about the Grapevine. We're not going to be talking about, the Helium Hub, anything like that, because not everybody that is on the student training has access or does those particular programs. So we're going to basically what we discuss is your PBS specifically, how to modify, how to organize, how to get your links for various programs, how to restructure your pages, how to start new pages, how to find keywords, and how to do your advertising. So those are the general basics that we will be going over in our student classrooms. So if you have those specific questions about the Grapevine, about your wine ambassador, about your Valentis orders, about your V marketing leads, please get back with your instructor on those. That way it can be more specific to what your particular needs are. So,
yeah. Sheila?
uh-huh.
I'm sorry, it's Constance. Hi. I didn't
Yes.
know if it was finished or not. Okay, I have a couple. And how do we find the most recent pages we did? Now, I know there's an area we can go, but I still don't know, or I don't see where the most recent title is. So I have to maybe guess at what my title was. And the T out of the new pages, I took the tipping circle. I took that big picture with the T in there. I took it out. Is that it had no link to it, but I took it out because it was a picture. Should I go put it back in? Is it
Nope.
something?
You can, that's the good thing about this being your system. If there's something in there you don't want, you can take it out.
Okay,
You
but
do,
if I
you don't,
do want to go put it back in.
yeah, if you want to put it back in, you can, but you don't have to.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Also, state-based link is what you talked about, 22 minutes into your class. And then it's something went under, but they will be up again. And
Yes, state-based. If you have not already have a link, um, if you're not talking, just mute yourself out because your feedback and your background noise is coming through on the training recording. So that would be much appreciated, especially if you have a lot of background noise or you're moving around a lot, that comes through. So yes, state base is down currently. So if you do not have a link that you got previously to put in your pages, you won't be able to get one now. They are still working on it. They're restructuring it because they're adding a bunch of different platforms to it. So it is under construction. So if you don't previously have a state-based link, just modify your page. And then once it's back up, then you can come back in and put your link in there.
it's state-based. Is it under Rory's thing? Because I'm totally at a loss about that topic. That's
Yes, it will be. I also have one on mine. If you want to look at mine, I think it's still under state-based. It
oh,
might be under blockchain innovations or something like that. I'll put the link in the student classroom
okay.
when I find them, so you can go in there and look at that.
Okay. And one of the last ones is, I'm sorry, Blue
Oh,
Scorpion. I have no idea what that is.
yeah, we'll be going over that the blue
Oh,
scorpion, yeah,
okay.
today.
I wrote all these things down, so I didn't.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, blue scorpion. I've been doing a lot of research and I'm finding a lot of good positive stuff on there.
it's the,
As with everything, there's some negatives, but I'll be going over that and how to find some of the stuff on there.
it's a scary name.
Yeah, and it is, and you wouldn't think that it's with medicine, but same thing with rattlesnake venom. You know, they actually use the actual venom from snakes to
Right,
create the anti-venom.
right.
So this is sort of the same thing. so, um, so yeah, it's we'll be going over all of that today. And exactly what it is and how to market it. So I'm gonna answer your first question first. How to find your pages. So when you come to your website, you're gonna be in your dashboard.
Mhm.
Hey,
Okay, hold
Sheila,
on.
real
Yes.
quick, go over to RRR247 and tell Phyllis where the training's at, because I was just over there and I went to my old webinar training thing on my old computer and found the link to go to, but I didn't get a chance to tell her that. I'm in your thing and I can't go tell her where to go. I put that in the group chat.
Oh, if it's my training, it's on
Yeah, I
my
know.
YouTube channel. So
Oh,
if
well,
it's
I just did
yeah,
the Zoom.us J61 65
yeah, no.
1103. And
Yeah.
it put me
So,
here.
so all my YouTube channel is where all of my trainings are. So I'll put
Oh,
that
but
in there for
today's
you.
training, Sheila. She's stuck.
Oh,
She's stuck over there.
okay. Um, um, got you. All right, give me a
Thank
sec.
you.
Let me take care of this. I don't think I put it in here. And I actually created a page just for my students. I think
I
I
saw
don't
that meme that you did, the recent one about the wine. I saw that on your Facebook.
Yeah, I've got so many compliments on that. I was like, oh, I got another one, but I don't know how I'm going to put it in there because it's kind of derogatory.
Oh,
Sent you a picture of Pie. Did you see Pie? She said, I have your eye on you.
Oh,
You didn't see that. Okay, whatever.
I haven't. I got to go in
show us.
there and look and see.
Take a peek. I think you'll get a laugh out of the picture.
Okay. All right. So I put that
Sheila,
in there. Yes.
okay, so in regards to what Linda was saying, yeah, I was having trouble finding
Oh, she's there.
locations of like YouTube. I have access to all of yours, but when it comes to Paul, I was looking for his for last Saturday because I wanted to watch that one. But did he post it, or do
He
I?
may not have posted it yet. So what I'm going to do is copy his link into the chat.
Okay.
And usually that's where he puts everything. Sometimes he don't always post them, especially if there's some bad feedback or background noise. He won't post it.
Okay.
So yeah, I put it in the chat room. So that's where you go and just go to his blogging classes. And the last one that he does is usually the first one that comes up.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so going back to where, let's see, there was something else in the chat. Hold on, about,
Phyllis.
yeah, I just got her.
Okay.
All right.
Where to find like my most recent, even though
So-
they're published, even though they've been published.
Yep. So what the only ones you won't be able to find is if they're still in draft. If they've been published, you'll be able to find them. So if you come here and you're on your dashboard,
Yeah.
and you have your categories over here, you're going to come to appearance and go to your menus.
Uh-huh.
And in your menus, you're going to have where it's got add menu items, and it's going to have pages, and then it's going to have most recent. It's going to have view all or search. So if you click on most recent, this shows you your most recent pages that you have done and published. It will not show you your most recent ones that are in draft, only the published ones.
I just drew a blank.
Yep. So even if you're on your site, or if you're here and you just want to get back here, if you just click on, so we'll go to visit my site. And if you're here where you actually see your site, just go to your menus. And then your menu items will show up. And then to the left, you should have this category drop down. And if you click on the box that says most recent, it's going to show you your most recent pages that you've created.
Okay.
Yep. And then someone else asked about how can you add the same page to multiple menu categories. After you add it the first time, it always drops down to the very bottom. You move it to your category. Then you just come back and click it again and add it to menu. It'll put that same page back in there. Then you can move it to another one. The only thing I suggest is you don't need to put the same page in more than 2 categories, because especially if you're trying to get Google AdSense, they're going to think that your website's made up of duplicate pages. So don't put it in more than 2 categories of the same page.
I need to go check mine.
I know when we first got it, Roy had like SmartMiner in like 4 different categories. You want to take, and just because you remove it off your category menu, it's still in your page. It's still in your system. And it's the same page. You don't have 4 pages of the same page. It's the same page. You just got it spread out in 4 different categories. It still goes to the exact same page. So I have one person say, well, I'm deleting it off my menu. It's leaving my page. No, it's not. It's just they can't get to it from your categories or from your menu, but they can get to it through search. So you don't want everything listed in your menu structure. You don't want every page you created in your drop downs or in your menu. You want it to be searchable. You want to have floating pages, what I call floating pages or standalone pages that people can actually go in and search. And then also that gives you some leeway that if you want to refresh your menu category, say you've had some out there for a while since the beginning, and you still have other pages that's related or can go under that category, switch them out. Take one out and put another one in, just to keep your menu structure and your website fresh. You don't have to leave it in there because you first put it in there. It's still in your website. It's still searchable. They just don't have ready access to it from a drop-down menu, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Glad to have you, Miss Charlene. I've been praying for you, dear. You'll come through.
Shoot.
All right, so now, any more questions before we get started on the actual pages? Anybody? Okay, so now I want everybody to mute themselves out. If I still hear background noise, I'm gonna have to mute us out from my end, and then we won't be able to get back in. So if you would just mute yourself out. All right. Okay, so one thing that we're going to be going over is, like I said, there's some different things that we need to go over. One of them is the Scorpion, Blue Scorpion. Nice to have you, Miss Susan. So those of you that are in your Sephora, you want to go in there and look and walk through with me. Okay, so if you are in Sephora, this should be your dashboard. Okay, and it will show you all the things. I've actually linked my Instagram. I've linked my Facebook. I haven't linked my Twitter yet or my Pinterest, but I most likely will here shortly. Same thing with YouTube. I can link my YouTube in there. So when you come to your dashboard, for those of you that don't know where your link is to post, you're going to come down here to where it says Earn Money. And there's your link right there that you want to use. Okay, so you want to copy that, and that's what you want to put in your new Sephora pages, which is your travel pages, for them to be able to come here. Now,
so can you copy that and put it in little chat in the notes? No.
what this is from my personal
Oh,
students. Yeah, I don't want to put that. If
sorry. Okay.
You're fine. So if you don't have one, let me know. Just send me a message and I'll send you my link for that. I think I put it in our R247, my students' information. So if you didn't get it, just send me a message and I'll send it to you. But those of you that are not my personal students, you want to get with your instructor and make sure you get that and register. It's really simple to register. If you're having issues with verifying your email, let me know and we can get that taken care of with the support.
Yeah, I have gotten in, but I haven't been there for a long time.
Yeah, it's totally changed. So if you have a new one, you're going to have to delete that one and put this new one in there because they've totally revamped Sephora. So your old one won't work.
Right, I got you.
Yep. And also, if you have the Sephora phone app, delete it because they don't have the phone app available yet. So go ahead and delete that off, and once they get it ready, it should be there. See, I don't know what's going on with that, Dean, because I did it this morning, and all of my students are signing up with it. So we'll have to see what's going on. Make sure you don't have a pop-up block or anything like that on there. We'll get together this week and see if we can figure it out. Also, the thing about Sephora is you have this tab that says campaigns, and campaigns is where they're going to put all the new offers that you get. And right now, this is the one that everybody is promoting. And it is the Blue Scorpion Venom. So if you click Open Campaign, they actually have a brief description that you can use for your different advertising that you want to do. You don't want to put the compensation because that's your compensation. But when you go here and you accept that, yeah, you want to market this, then what they're going to do is from there you will actually get a link that you can put in your pages. Now, currently they have a 20% off coupon for anybody that comes in and signs up. The Blue Scorpion is really expensive. It's $249, but they now have it 50% off, so it's $149. Or yeah, or they have it at 50% off at $149. So and then if they use the 20% coupon, then they can get it at an additional discount. Now, if you are part of RRR247 and you want to try it, when you go and log in and you click to order, they have over on the left-hand side, they have where you can put in a promotional code. So that's where you put in RRR, and you get an additional 50% off until Friday. After Friday, it just reverts back to the 20%. So that's one of the things that you can do. Also, you see here, it gives you the different logos. It also gives you a video that you can use in your website. So you just click on the download, and you can download all these images. You can download the video to include it in your website. For images and things. So that's how you would go about it. Now, the thing about it is, about the Blue Scorpion Venom, it is exclusive to Canada. The Blue Scorpion is. Specifically, I think it was the Caribbean islands is where it's predominantly found. And Canada has, not Canada, but Cuba has been using Blue Scorpion Venom for many years. And they're using it for anti-inflammatories. They're using it for pain management. It's actually been linked to cure certain types of cancers. However, because it's not regulated by the Food and Drug Administration, and it's so hard, the quantities are so limited that it's not approved. So therefore, when you do write pages, please do not use the word cure in there, because it will, you will be held liable for things. You can put it, that it's used for pain management. You can say that it's used for help with anti-inflammatory or inflammation problems. You can say that it has been linked to cancer research. Things like that, but you don't want to put in there that it's a cure for anything, because you don't want it to come back on you. So, so in there, and you can type in Blue Scorpion, which is just what I did, Blue Scorpion Venom. You see some previous searches, and look at all these different things that has come up. And yes, you're going to see it advertised on other places. Just remember that not all of the things that say is Blue Scorpion is the real Blue Scorpion. So that's the thing. Some people say, well, they found it on Amazon for $60. Okay, you need to read the ingredients. It has very small amounts of the actual venom. And it might not always be the Blue Scorpion Venom. It could be any type of scorpion venom. So just be very cautious of that. And you can actually put that type of stuff in your pages, that yes, there's other markets for scorpion venom, but it may or may not be the Blue Scorpion. So the Blue Scorpion is the one that is highly sought after. So that's why I said there's several different programs. There's not, so there, Blue Scorpion, it's got 6 million people that's looking for this particular key phrase, blue scorpion venom. So I was like, okay, well, how much is it for that? So if you put in blue scorpion, I wanted to see what kind of competition I had out there for that particular key phrase. So blue scorpion venom, it's actually gone up from what it was before. So there's a bunch of people out there. There's like 79 average people that's looking for specifically blue scorpion. There's roughly about 135 people or websites out there dedicated to blue scorpion. So it just depends on how much you're advertising that you can beat these out. However, I did look up more for search words. Scorpion venom is a really good search phrase. You have 305 people that search for that on a daily basis. You have 166 people competing, or 166 websites competing for that. So this one generates a bit more traffic. And then blue scorpion just by itself also is a good key phrase that you can use. So now you got to decide what you want to use. I always like to try to combine two of the biggest sites that they have out there to create my page. So one of the things I want to do is, let's go back to Sephora, and let's go back in and actually look at this. So these are the hashtags that you can use. It's telling you, so I'm going to come here and let's read what this says. And buy from your own link. That's the other thing. Buy from your own link. You get commission on your own sales. So here's where you can go to read about all the different things about the blue scorpion venom, how it works. You can actually do these pictures if you want to. It's got all these different information about it. It even has one for health or pets. It says, you know, different stuff. It's on hold because they're still in the process of verifying everything. But there's several different things that you can come in here and read about. Here's the doctors that are there. Here's the video that you can use. Download the video. So here's the disclaimer. If you want to, you can actually use this disclaimer in your information. Terms and conditions, all your different things here. Here's today's promises, so you can look at different things on this website to see how it works. There's a bunch of information in here, and like I said, not only here but also when you type in for blue scorpion, you can come in and read, and you want to read the stuff based on the blue scorpion venom, not just any type of scorpion venom. You want to read about it. See, here's in Phoenix, Arizona, some of the colleges there, medical facilities are actually doing research on it. So there's all kind of different ones that you can use to do research on. Okay, so so I'm gonna go back, excuse me, go back to my page, and I'm gonna go to all pages, and I'm gonna go to my drafts because I know I put this one in draft. And as you can see, like I said, I like to use a combination of a couple of different key phrases. So I know scorpion venom has a real high ranking. I also know blue scorpion venom has a real high ranking. So by the way I have my title constructed, either one of these searches is going to get them to my page. So if they type in blue scorpion venom, it's going to come up. If they type in scorpion venom, it's going to come up. So my key phrase is going to be scorpion venom, because to me that was a better choice for a key phrase instead of just doing blue scorpion. And then my snippet I haven't done. I always do that last as far as what my snippet will be, because then I don't want to have myself with limited information and then come back and have to change this later. So I always wait till after my page is completed. So one of the things I'm going to do is just actually come back here to this, and I'm going to grab a few of the informational sections that they have here. So I think I like this right here, but I don't want to use the actual information. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to do my snippet, create a new snippet, and I just want to grab this, regenerate. Okay, and then I'm going to save as. And I'm actually going to go back to my blogging pictures, and I want to create a new folder. And I'm going to put Blue Venom. And then I'm going to open that up, and I'm going to type in. Okay. So there's that one. And then I think I want to do another one. And let's do this one. And for those that don't know, this is my snipping tool. All right, and then I want to do one for restore. All right, so there's that information. And then I'm just going to come back and copy this information here and go back to my page and all right, and I want to do, why did you do that? I don't want to do that. Open up a new block. I want to do image. And I know I'm going to upload this one. And I'm going to go to Blue Scorpion. Blue Venom. Okay, and then from here, I'm going to type in that information. And like I said, I'll expand on it later. And then I'm going to come here and do another image. And I'm going to upload. And then I'm going to come here and I'm going to copy this. Go back to my page, open up a paragraph block. Paste that in there. Then come back and do another image. Upload. Revitalize. Do a paragraph block.
Hey, Sheila.
Uh-huh.
You just those two, revitalize and restore. The information is opposite. You grab revitalize and put it under restore.
Are you sure?
I watched you. Wait a minute.
Okay. Well, we can fix that real quick.
Okay, I just wanted to let you know.
So I'll just move this up here. No, wrong one. So this one needs to go here. This one needs to go here. There we go. That should be right. There we go. Restore our next generation. Let me make sure that's right. I think I had it right. Yeah. Yeah, so it was this one goes up here. And then this one goes down here. So restore should say our properties. Restore should say next generation. So let's see if I got that. I had it right the first time. Restore. So I have my headers wrong. Revitalize says. So let's do this then. There we go. That should be right. Next generation. There we go. That's it.
I'm sorry, Sheila.
Oh, you're fine. I'm glad you caught it. But I'm still going to modify this based on once I get my information. And then I'm just going to come here and center this. And because this is an image instead of an actual header, it's not going to come out as a header. And it won't let me change it to a header. So I'll still have to come back in here and probably fix this. And maybe actually type in the words regenerate, revitalize, because it's not going to show me that these are headers. They're going to show as images. So the way I know that, if I come down here to my SEO analysis, it's going to tell me that I have images already. So instead of actual headers, which is fine. We can come back in and do that later. Once I get my information, and then I can just come and do some research on some of these, read some of the information that's here. Go away. There we go. So here is, actually, this is probably just the only thing is this is going to be in Spanish. So more than likely, I know that this one is in Spanish. I actually have it muted. The last time I looked at this, they actually had it dubbed in English. So it actually has some good information. I'm just not sure if this is the one I want to use, or do I want to use the one that came with Marvel. So this is explaining a particular person's that has been using it for quite a while, what he's using it for. Right here, researchers, and so we can use this. So I can use that, copy that, and put this in here with some more information. And this is just to create the actual page. I'll come back in and modify it once I get what I want in here. And from the lab, and this is explaining how they actually, and I don't want to put that in there, how they actually milk the venom. That I don't think that's something people want to hear about. So that's it for that one. I want to find something else. So if I come here back to this, and this goes to different information. So here's the video right here. And so if I want to use that, again, it should be on YouTube. I'm hoping it's going to let me. Oh, come on. It's not going to let me copy it from here, but it will let you copy it from here, because here's the same one. So then you can just click on this and download it. Same thing with these images. You can use the same images here. So I still want to find some more stuff on this one. And that don't have a whole lot in there. But I can use this part of it where it has a natural. So I'm gonna put that in there, and I'm just putting all this stuff on top of each other. I will organize it later when I go to modify it, because I might actually put different properties or properties of it or potential cures. So I don't know how I'm going to use this information, but right now I'm just compiling different information on it. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, here's one. We're going to look at this one. This is actually blue scorpion venom. So here's one. So that's actual research. So here's one we can do right here. So this is really good. I'm just going to copy all of this, put it in there. Okay. Let's see what else they got in here that's good, because this tells the different things that you can use the blue scorpion for. So that's all I'm going to take from that one. And you see I'm not taking this is a good thing right here. Peptides. So this might be some good stuff to put in there. Like I said, just because the peptides, what they say is actually working. And when I go back to to modify this, I might actually change my platform. Instead of putting it as a regular block, I might actually come back and put it in as a classic block. I might change some of these information. So my readability is still bad. So let's see, it's probably, see my flesh score is really low, consecutive sentences, sentence strength. Like I said, we'll come back in and fix this. I'm not really worried about it right now because I'm basically constructing just information. So, and then you have all these different programs, like it says treatment methods. If you want to, and this is just stuff on this particular company. So I'm going to come back and find another site that may have some more stuff on blue scorpion. I think this is the one I already looked at. Nope. This is actually a nice picture. So let's see if I can save this image without this in here. So I want to save this image, and I'm actually going to make sure I go back to my blue venom. Okay, so there's that image I'm going to use. And see, these are actual stories right here of how individuals have used it. Okay, so that didn't give me too much. It's basically just a story of how he started it. So don't want to use that one. Okay, this one's talking about tumor effects. Okay, this is talking about specific medications, and I don't want to do that. I just want to stick to the core, which is and this is the formula. Don't want to do that. So this is talking about actual medications that has been derived from the scorpion venom. So don't want to do that. Don't want to use that. Although we could use this for results for those that want to use the actual results of what it looks like. For those that are chemically minded. That might be something we can use if I wanted to get really detailed and scientific. So I might bookmark this page. And I'm just going to put it in the marketing site so I can come back and look at this one later. Depending on how I want to market this one. So this one's scorpion venom. So let's do this one. Again, it's talking about actual stories of people that has done it. I don't want the stories. I want the facts. Okay, here's one. All right, are you not going to let me copy from you? There we go. All right, and see this one, I'm going to use this right here because this one actually starts talking about the version that they've come up with. And I don't want to market something that we're not going to get paid on because people will actually go and look up this. And I want them to get the actual medicine from us. So I'm still going to come back here and put this in. And all right, so then I'm just going to click here and save my draft. And this is going to be my work in progress. So I'll come back in here and actually use the information I've gotten and compile my page based on the blue scorpion. And then from there, I'll go in and put my link in. I know I talked to one student this week and she was having issues on how to get her images. So, which is fairly simple. Like I said, I'm going to get this image that we just had since I don't have one. And so if you have a page and you want an image to put in it, you're just going to click your blue, your plus sign. You're going to click on that you want an image, and then it's going to ask you if it's in your library, just click your media library. If you have a link from a website that you want to put in there, you can insert the URL, but this one I actually copied the image, so I know it's in my folders and I need to upload it. So I'm going to go to upload. And it automatically brings me back to the last folder I was in. Since I was in my Blue Venom folder, then I'm just going to grab this image. And there's my image of the blue scorpion. And from here, excuse me, from here, I can actually write a comment. All right, and then I'm just going to come back here and get my link. And I'm going to go ahead and link this image. So over here, I'm going to put scorpion. Venom, because that's my key phrase. And then I'm going to link this image and open it in a new. So now this image is linked. And then if I want to come down here and link this, I can do that too, which I'm going to. So now my image is linked, my comment is linked, and then I have my picture with the alternative text. The alternative text should always be your focus key phrase, always. Okay. So, and then I'm going to click Save Draft. And now that I have some idea of what my page is going to be about, I can actually come down here now and do my snippet, my meta description. All right, so instead of saying also, because you see my it went to orange, I don't want it to be orange. So I'm just going to come here and say cancer research is also showing amazing results. All right, so I can't add anything else except for a period. So the good thing about this is not only have I used my title or my key phrase M here, I've also used another great search term, which is blue scorpion venom, and I'm going to capitalize that. Well, so I might come back and play with this a little bit because I didn't get my thought out before it turned orange. So, but at least it's there. Key phrase density is 9 times. That's more than the recommendation. So like I said, once I get, go back in and modify this, it will take care of some of this stuff. Readability, again, I'm not worried about that because I haven't actually gone in and done anything with it. Just copied a lot of material that I will come back in and modify. So when you go and create a brand new page on a brand new topic, this is how I start. Now we will have pages out there. Roy has pages out there. If you just want to go in and copy their pages and modify it from there, by all means, you have that option. If you look in our student chat, there's actually people that are posting their pages that they've written for Blue Scorpion. I'm sure they wouldn't mind if you go in and copy some of their material or read over it. I highly suggest that when people put stuff in our student chat, go in and read it. Give them some comments and feedback. It also might spark your own ideas and flow of how you want a page to look and sound. So that's how I go about constructing and getting my thoughts out there on how I want to, just do my research. Find things that I want to talk about. I want to talk about it from a medical standpoint. So that's why I said I bookmarked that one page. So I might go back in and read the data that is showing up there and see how I want to use that on this page. So if I want to come in and see how many words I already have, so I can click here. So I only have 394 words. So I know by the time I get finished, I'm going to have well over 1,000. So again, just look and see, but you need to have a minimum of 300 words on any page. But you want to have at least, as much information as you can, because Google is really intent on making sure you have adequate content. So even though you have a bare minimum, you need to go back and read it and look and say, okay, does this hold my interest? Does it does this page give me all the information that I can give people? Does it leave anything to question, you know, or people still going, well, I didn't learn anything from this, or this doesn't help me anything with anything. So when you go back and read your page, you need to ask yourself, you know, would this be a page I'd come back to and read? Does this page help me benefit from anything that I didn't know before I came here? If you can expand on anything, please do. I know some people think 300 words is a lot and it takes a lot to get it done, but I promise you, if you have a 500-word article versus a 300-word article and it still is informative, they'll get more information out of that 500 than they will the 300. You don't want them to leave scratching their head saying, well, what did I really read? Did it help me? Or am I more confused now than I was before? So that's just my rule of thumb on how you can create a page. And, you know, if you want to come back and do more research, you know, it's there. There's plenty of places that you can continue to do research on this. This is the scientific terminology for the scorpion. So, you know, if you just wanted to put information on just the scorpion, you can do that. You know, I might actually come back and do that. Here's the actual Spanish name or what do you call it? The divination of where the word came from. So, and here's some good information again. It's the medicine used as an anti-inflammatory. So, you know, there's different places that you can go to get different information on it. See, and it tells you it's only found. So I might use this. This is some good information right here. And again, like I said, I'll be modifying this information, putting it in different places. So right now I'm just adding it to my content, just so it's there. And then this other one that was down there talking about. So I might just do a page on just the insect itself, or the arachnid, since it is part of the spider family with its legs. So I might use this too. All right, so I have all this information here. All right, so again, there's just more information that I put in there that I've just found that's interesting. And I might actually reference that at the beginning to talk about the insect itself, or the arachnid itself. And then go back into the actual, and see, this is talking about how they treat it for cancer. You know, I might be able to put that in there later on, but I don't want to include it now. So then this actually, so you see, this is the second time that you see scorpion venom. You don't see the blue scorpion. Here's a PDF. I just saw where it said PDF for scorpion right here. So here's a PDF that you can probably go in and download and read. This scientific report on how this has affected cancer. So there, again, like I said, depending on what standpoint I want to take, I can actually go and pull some of this information from here. Again, here's here's the things I was looking at, showing how it has deteriorated the actual cancer cells. So again, I might have to go back and do some more research on that, depending on where I want to take it. So that's how you go in and construct a page for you to go in and modify. Again, like I said, if you wanted to, you can actually get a page that Roy's going to do or that Paul's done, and copy it over into your site, just like we did for the Tipping Circle pages, and modify it from there. But if you want to do your own research and come up with your own information and then incorporate it with the pages that it consist of, this is a good way to do it. So I hope that helped you create, gather information on how to create this page. So even if I wanted to go, and I wouldn't publish this page now because everything that I have here is a complete copy. So I would not publish it, but if I wanted to, I could. Now you see how some of this stuff that's here, it has links. So again, I want to go in and remove these links because you don't want to be advertising for someone else. So I'm just going to go in and break all these links. Because number one, I'm going to be modifying it anyway, but I don't want to link it to something else. So I'm just going to take all these out. And the good thing about using this is because I'm going to be using where it's from, like Cuba, Caribbean, Central America, I can then go back and link my travel page. Hey, if you want to go and visit where this particular place originated or this treatment originated, put in your Sephora link, travel link, and then send them to your travel page where they can go and actually book a trip once all this COVID stuff's finished. We can actually travel. All right, like this reference point, I want to get rid of that. So then you're just going to go in and clean up. Again, you're going to be doing most of this when you go back and modify and edit the page. And then I have these, and then I'm going to probably expand on these too. I might actually move some of the stuff up here and put it up underneath these different individual terms that will show how it can help. So that's how I actually got my page started. That'll be my homework for myself to do today. And there you go. So that's how you're going to be able to create a new page. And then if you want to, so now that I have that saved in my draft, I want to go and actually look for images of the blue scorpion. So let's go here and open up another page. I can get rid of my Jaxie. I'm done with that. I can get rid of that. So I'm going to look up blue scorpion. And let's go to images. And see what they have. So they got the venom. So that's the one I have. You actually have this. I don't think I want to show it actually biting anybody. See, here's one where they milk it. I think that would be a good image to use. So I'm going to save this image. And let's see what else I want to use. All right, see, here's one that we do. Anything that has MRVL, that's one of ours. That's our company, as Marvel is the way it's pronounced. So I'm going to put MRVL treatment. All right, I can use this one that says it's worth that much money. Although the Business Insider, I might actually be able to take that out with Canva. But I'm going to go in and put Venomworth. And I might find another picture that's better that I can use, which I will. All right, here's another one. And all these I may or may not use them all, but they'll be there for me to use. See, here's another one. Blue Marvel or Marvel products. I think that should be enough. Okay, and then if we want to go to our campaign in our Sephora, all right, so right here, if I want to hit download, this is actually showing you how to milk a scorpion. Which I don't think I want to use that. I actually want to use something else. I want to use the one he had. So I'll try to figure that out. But if you want to use like this one, you just download it. And then depending on what kind of format you have, you just click save as. And then I can go to this one. I'm going to go to my blogging pictures and go to my blue venom and then blue scorpion. And this is the king. So that one is there. And then if I want to, I already did that one. And then we already have this one that we found. But if you want to do the logo for Marvel, you can do the same thing. Just hit download. And there's the Marvel Health. I don't think I will use that one. But that's one of the things that you can use. So that's how you can go in and download your images. And then if you want to come back and actually put some information in here. So right here, I might come back and grab that image for this one. Put that in there. And I probably want to do one more image. And let's do it right here. I want to put in there that it's how much it's worth. And like I said, I might come back and actually change that up. Put it somewhere else. So, but I'm gonna leave it there for right now. And then, like I said, if I want to, I can come back and make sure I put that link in all my images. Again, I'm gonna do put my link. Always open it in a new tab since you're sending it outside your website. Alternative image is always your key phrase. Do your link. And I'm not going to position these images because they might change as I go back and redo this. We already did that one. We did that one and that one. So that's good. And even though these are images, I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm going to link it. Open it in a new tab. All right, and then just save my draft. So other than coming back in and actually changing this information and modifying it, this page is basically done. You see right here where it says CTX and then it has this trademark. This is a trademark. So I want to make sure, since I got that from the company, I can leave that there since we are marketing for this company. It'll be fine. But as I go through and modify this page, I might actually take it out because I will be modifying all this information and putting it in my own terms, in my own words and vocabulary, to make it sound more like me. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit save draft again. And basically I can look through here and see my SEO already turned green already just by adding a few things like that. I don't have any internal links. Says I have too many images, but that's because I have 3 of my images is actually headers, but I'll probably go in and change those and actually, well, let's do that right now. So I just want to do restore. So let's do a header and do restore in caps. And then I'm going to come here and let's change my color settings. I'm going to basically make it just like it is. We're going to have white, and then will it let me do background? All right, so it won't let me do a background. So let's just do the blue, but I want to do a custom color. I want to do a darker blue. So go to custom and do a darker blue. So, and then we can align it. And then if I want to make it a heading 1, it won't allow me. I can just come over here and do heading 1 that makes it a little bit bigger. And then I can remove this. And then if I want to link that, then I can link that. So there's that. So now that's how you can take this and turn it from a picture or an image into a header, which is what I want this to do. But I might just leave these like that. But for some reason, it won't let me do a background on this. It will only allow me to do a color image to the actual text. So I have to look at that for a bit. See, it lets me do text color, but it doesn't let me do background color on a heading, which is fine. We'll be fine with that for right now. So that should have taken away. See, now it's telling me I don't need a H1, which you really don't. You don't want to have an H1 other than your title. So we can come back and put it in H2. And that'll be fine. And then do update. So I hope this helped you on how you can create your own pages from your own research, creating your own title. Again, like I said, if you're in the student chat, I saw there was someone that said she was not in the student chat. I need to add her. Make sure she gets in there. And you are looking for a key phrase for a page you want to do, by all means, let me know what your page is talking about, and I will be more than happy to send you some key phrase searches that you can use in your page. So that's all I have on how to create your pages. So if you have any questions, please unmute yourself and ask your questions. If it pertains to anything within your PBS, I'll be more than happy to help you and answer that for you. So if you have a question.
Julia.
Yes.
Emilio.
Hello? Yeah.
Did you start a little bit earlier today?
No, I was right on time.
1 o'clock over there?
Yep. 1 o'clock my time, should have been 12 your time.
Was I read? Never mind. I thought it was 12:30, 1:30.
Yeah.
So
You're good.
I came in a little late.
Yep. And it's recorded, so I'll post it when it gets ready, finished, so you can look at it. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Sheila.
Yes.
For some reason, I can't get into Sephora.
Are you using my link?
Yeah.
Okay. Dean said he couldn't get in it either, so I'm not sure what's going on with that.
I was in it I was in it Thursday and I was looking around in it, but when we started the class, I tried to log into it and it won't let me. So there's an error.
Yeah, there was somebody else that did that. So I think they might be looking in it because somebody else said they tried to log in and they couldn't get in.
Okay.
So it's been on the chat last night and this morning. Well, last night I couldn't get on after like 5 or so because my transformer blew up in our neighborhood. I thought a bomb exploded. My dog jumped in my lap, was going like, "What's going on here?" So sometime wee hours in the morning we got power back. So I got on the chat this morning and it was blowing up, and I think that was what some of the things was people saying they were getting on Sephora and it was giving them an error.
Okay.
So the only thing I could suggest is go back to where you did your verification of your email and click on verify again and see if it will pull it up that way.
Okay. It takes me to all the login stuff. I get to the login and then I log in and it says there's an error. And then RoboForm says there's something wrong with it. The link, it won't, it says it can't open it.
Okay. Did you try to go in and click forgot password and see if it does something from there?
I didn't really want to change the password, but I could do that.
Yeah, or just wait and see if they fix it, because if there's enough people getting the same issue, they'll go in and have a look at it. So give it a little bit and see from there.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Anybody else have any questions they want to ask? We just got finished a little early.
Yeah, this is Susan.
Yes.
I'm getting better with this grapevine thing, but I got the shops and things are coming back in my head from when I first learned about it, and I don't know if I'm right on it. But when you get your things in there, you weren't going to see anything up there to go view your leads or anything until you've got, the people to work on.
Yeah, just get with your instructor. We normally don't do Grapevine, Miss Susan, because not everybody's on Grapevine, but I know your situation. So yes, when you get your leads off of Grapevine, so let me go get here. Hold on.
You just wait until on the side it says a pre-enrollee or whatever it is.
Yes.
You can view.
When they come back to visit, based on because it's an all automated system. The whole Grapevine's automated. So once you get your leads based on what program you have, that's all you do. You don't touch them anymore until you get a notification that somebody actually signed up, or you log into your dashboard and you see where you have a return. Once you get someone that's returned, then you click on that information, and that's where you can send out the text or the email inviting them to other places or other parts of your website. But until then, all you need to do is just just order your leads. Just go in there as often as you can and see if there's any more available. I know yesterday I was able to get 2 sets of leads because they were available. I haven't checked on it today to see if there's any more leads in there available to me.
Well, there was only one for me yesterday, but at any rate, I already had gotten, or I've already been given the leads, the 25 that you don't pay for and the 25 you do pay for.
Well, you don't want to pay for the leads. Yeah, you don't want to pay for those leads. You only want to get the ones you don't pay for. We are not doing the paid leads right now.
Okay, well, I've already subtracted it from my bank account. So.
Yeah, so don't do that. Don't do that anymore. Yeah, you only want to get the free leads you've already paid. You've already got for your program.
Yeah, I just that welcome page you guys send out to everybody who just signs up the Wine Club ambassadors. There's a way in there that doesn't use Grapevine. But
yeah, you don't need that. That's just saying, yeah, you're mixing the two up. You don't need that welcome email. That goes to the people that you're sending out in those Grapevine leads. They're getting that.
No, this is the email that Stacy sent me.
Yeah, that might be something totally different. That doesn't have to do
I
with the
mean, that
grapevine.
gives, how to get to the video from, and the steps you follow to get entered into your site.
Yeah, that might be something different. We might have to wait and let you get with Stacy on that.
But she doesn't know.
Uh, yeah, so
She's only got 2 more weeks of work, so she's gonna get freed up.
yeah, but yeah, I wouldn't worry about that right now, Miss Susan. Just concentrate on getting those leads like you've been doing, but don't pay for that $25 lead anymore. Just do the ones that you get from Tanya, the ones that say TNR. Get those.
Yeah. The
Don't
first,
don't
the
don't
first
pay for
one
those
that
leads
came
anymore.
through didn't say each, all it had was a 59.
Let's see. Okay, got you, Miss Charlene. Anybody got any questions? It's still 2:30. Still got some time. Anything they want to go over?
I think I'm pretty good right now. I know we talked earlier about the advertising. You could take your ad and put it in different platforms.
Yes. And that's a good thing, like with, so if I go here to my marketing or my ad sites and say I want to do my free stuff, right now Canada is open. So you can do your marketing to Canada. So if you want to just go here and post a free ad, and we're going to do items for sale. And this one is going to be in, let's see, where I want to put it. So you got office and business. So I'm going to put it there. And my location is going to be Canada. So I'm going to put Canada. And then I'm going to pull up my template. And let's find my wine. Let's see. Right here. Start your own wine business. Copy. And for Canada right now, it's $59.95 starting. And then once we can ship wine to Canada, then it will go up for whatever their wine price will be. So then I'm going to come down here. So right here, one I created the other day, and I'm just going to copy it. And then I'm going to paste it in here. And this one is one that allows you to include your link in. Actually, I'm going to put it back up here. And then my name, I always use my phone number. Do not do autocorrect or auto fill on here because it will change your city to whatever your auto address is. Do not change your expiration because this is your free one. If you change it to anything else, you have to pay. And then you want to put that in there. And then again, you want to add your images. So you're going to choose your file. And then I'm going to go to my blogging images and I'm going to go to my wine. Actually, let's go to my logos.
What happens if by mistake you put in the same town the same ad?
They won't publish it. They'll take one of them down.
Okay.
Yep, they'll take one of them down. So, and then I'm going to go to my wine logos. And I'm going to use this one. And then I want to use this one.
Do you think this is a better site to advertise on?
I have several different sites I advertise on. This one is just my go-to. I still use business for free. Even though the classifieds for free is not working all that well, it's still available. It's just it has a lot of malware in it. So I use it on one of my junk computers so that I don't have to worry about it getting in something that I don't want it to get into.
Okay.
So it's still available to use. I just don't use it on this one. So then I kind of like this one, even though it's the same as that one. It's got a different terminology. And then I always try to put one of my business cards out there.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea.
Yep, I put my business card out there because these images will rotate with your ad. And on my business card, it has the link to my tipping circle, has the link to my Valentis page, and has the link to my wine page. Plus, it also has my Instagram thing on there where they can link with me on Instagram. And then it has my website name, Shop with Mama Chief. So, and then I'm going to post this ad.
So how do you keep track of where you sent this?
I really don't. You can create, the only ones I keep ads, track of ads is the ones for US Net ads, because they actually give you a what do you call it? A number for your ad, and you can only get in and modify that ad with that number. This particular one, they will send you an email about 3 weeks before your ad expires. And then you can click on it and just renew your ad, and renew it for up to 3 more months. And then when that gets close to it, they'll send you another email and you can come back in and do it again.
Okay.
So, but for the most part, I don't. I just know that when I go to do advertising, as you can see in my bookmarks, in my ad sites, these are all the different places that I advertise to. And some of them have multiple places like this one. When you go into it, there's like 4 other sites in there that you can advertise to. Same thing with Hot Webs. US Net Ads has like 6 other places that you can market from. So even though I have the main or the parent company here for the advertising, I can go in there, and once I get into the US Net Ads, then I can, basically advertise anywhere else I want to advertise with them. So there's different places you can, advertise here for US Net Ads. So if I just go back to US Net Ads, then it tells me all the places I can do US job postings. I can do Canada. Okay. I can do the UK, I can do Australia, India. Then there's free advertisings that I can go and post to, and then there's US classifieds. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other places once I get here that I can post ads to. So even though it's the parent company, you can still go and post ads to these different places. And if you want to post the same ad, you can post the same ad, but it's going to go to different places that you're going to post to.
So when you're finding these places to post ads, you don't have to just stick with the ones that Roy has on training, right?
No, you can create your own. You can find your other own ad sites, which I do, like Lacanto. That's one I found. This is just, post a free ad. This is Global Free Ad Classifieds. So you can always do a Google search on free ad sites and pull up, and then, that's up to you on where you want to post. If you find a good one, share it with everybody, because that's what we're all looking for. And then you still have your social media places that you can post ads to. And again, like if you want to do, I'm probably going to do a meme for the Blue Scorpion once I get my page done and see how I want to do it. And then I can put that link out there for your ad. I saw someone, I can't remember who it was, that had created some memes on Canva, and they used their outbound link, which is your link that you get from your company. You never want to do that. You always want to put your page link on your memes that you create. If you go and use Canva and you want to put that on there, always use the page that you're creating.
Like the one you said don't use that one that you got highlighted in blue.
Yeah, so when you go to create and actually use a meme, let's go here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So when I come to my logos and I use my tipping circle, if you see here on this, I use my page link. So this should never be your tipping circle link. So you shouldn't have whatever your tipping circle is. Anytime you create a meme, it should always go back to the page you created for that product. It should never go directly to the product.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll show you one that I did. One of the very first ones I did was for Bitcoin. And I think it was this one. And you see, I have it going to straight to my computer. Well, guess what? They're never going to my website. They're going straight to my computer link. So I don't use this one anymore, even though I created this logo up here that tells them to go to my website. That still doesn't rule out this, because this is what they see first.
Right.
So then what I did was I went back and changed it. So now they go here. And then
okay, so what the main focus you want them to see is what the meme is about.
Yes.
And the what is it called? The gift will be is them to go to your main page.
Yeah. So
money.
once, yeah, because this one's telling them, hey, here you can earn free Bitcoin with the Smart Miner download. And then from your meme, you can go and say, like this one is go here to download. So you want them to come to your website, read about the Bitcoin. You can actually have instructions on there on how to download it. And then there's your link. They can go there in your web page, because the thing about your web page is you want to generate that traffic coming to your web page. So if all your means of sending them straight to your product, they're never coming to your website. So you want them to come to your website so that they can come through your doors and see your other products that you have to offer. You want them to shop your website. So this is basically getting them into the door to your mall to get what they finally came for. But then they're going to see your categories and be like, well, what else do they have that I might be interested in? Whereas if you're sending them straight to your link and they're going straight to computer, they never come into your mall.
Okay, but you got down here, download here, Bitcoin. So they go there. That's still going to take them to your 5e95?
Yep. But they have to manually put this in. They can't, this is not linked.
Oh,
That's
I
the thing.
see. Okay.
Yeah. And that's why it works so well on your social media platforms, because they still see this as an image. That's all they see. They don't see it as a link, but they can go here and manually type this into their address bar and pull up my webpage. So that's why the memes work really great for social media, because even though it's linked or it has a link in it, the image itself is not linked.
So you can so like on Facebook, you go in there and you create a little verbiage up there. You can put your web page number or whatever that information, as long as it doesn't link.
No. Anytime you put something in social media, it's going to link it automatically. So let's go here and we'll create one real quick.
That's why you have us do it in the comment.
Yeah, because it automatic will link anything that has a web address. So I'm going to come here and say, please mute yourself, please. I hear shouting in the background. All right, so then I'm going to come here and get my video, my image, and I am going to go here and grab this image I have that's talking about your home-based business. All right, so turn your blogging into, and it's got my image, my picture there, and I want it to go to my news feed and to my story. And then I'm going to post. Okay. And see, there it is. There's my image. There's my link right here for them to go there. And then I'm just going to come down here and say visit. All right. So then because I have that link,
Okay.
they're going to see that link and boom, it pulls up my link. So they can click on this picture and it takes them straight to my webpage. Okay. So
Okay.
that's why you don't want it in here, because you want them to read this information. All Facebook sees here is a picture. But you got so much information in this picture. Here's your link, but then you actually put the link in here where they can go and click this link and go straight to your picture
Okay.
or to your website. So that's why these are important, that when you get them, even if when you're part of the means program and they create those, it does the same thing. It has your link, excuse me, for your website. And it also has the link for whatever you're advertising for.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay. Same thing with Instagrams. These work great for Instagram because Instagram only allows you so much space. Same thing with Twitter. Twitter only allows you so much space to write. You don't have a whole lot of space that you can actually tweet. That's why it's called a tweet. It's very short, very sweet, to the point. So that's why these logos and these images work really great, because then you can just put your images out there and say, you find this interesting? Check it out, you know, and that's it. And then they look and see your link on your page and they can follow it. So same thing with Instagram. Short, sweet, to the point. Let your picture, let your meme do your advertising for you. But always, 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 it should always refer back to your website. Never send them to your actual offer. Always come back to your website because you need that traffic to come into your website.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and off of that subject, that was
Mhm.
great information. But
Yep.
I just thought I just got my iPad and I was able to log into Sephora, but I
Isn't that,
can't do it on the computer.
isn't that weird? I don't
Yeah,
know. You might have to go in and delete it and put it back in.
into my
It could,
computer.
yep. Just delete it out of your computer, and then go back in and reboot it and put it back in.
Okay, that's really
Re-download it. Yeah, because all your information is still there in Sephora. You just need to put it back. Because if you can get on it with your iPad, then that means it's something your computer didn't like about it.
okay.
All right.
All right.
I'll see Paul with his nephew. Isn't he adorable?
He is just the cutest thing. I was looking at that.
He's so adorable. All right. Anything else? We still got a little bit more time. Anybody want to go over anything they want to see again?
I just got to get my stuff advertised.
Yeah. And that's the thing, you know, the key to your business. You know, you can have a great website, like I've said before, and everything is really good. And then you're like, well, I'm not growing, I'm not doing anything. That means no one knows you're there. Even though your website's live on Google, it's still a brand new website. So it's still on the very far back pages of Google. So you want to make sure that it moves up, and the only way you can move up is by gaining traffic. Then Google can see, hey, this website's picking up steam, people's actually visiting it. We need to get it farther up so it can be seen immediately or readily available. And the only way to do that is by advertising, advertising on those free sites, finding your own free sites to advertise. Word of mouth works great. Most people don't like business cards, but you'll be surprised how many people this week has asked me for business cards. Even when we were at Jessica's reveal party, how many people asked me, well, do you have a business card? Do you have a card with you? And I got a little card holder from Amazon. It was like $9. It holds like 35 cards in it. I pull it out of my back pocket. Yeah, sure, here it is. And I always keep an extra stock somewhere in a baggie in my car or my truck, so if I run out. And then, even the gift bags, I gave out 3 gift bags at her party. And each one of them had a wine. And depending on what the wine was, it had condiments that go with it, like a chocolate or crackers and cheese roll or a pecan log or something. One of them was just for the ladies that were men. It had the bath salts. It has the loofah sponge, things like that. And guess what was in the bottom of each one? It had my card in there, and for them to contact me. And on my card, like I said, it has my wine page, wine business page, wine club of the month page. It has my Valentis page, the weight loss page. And then it has my Tipping Circle page and then in Tipping Circle, once they get there and sign up for it, then they can read about all the other stuff, that they have access to. Or does it have my PGM page? It might have my PGM page. I can't remember what I put on there when I redid it, but it's something that sticks, and that's why I say your website name is still key. You don't want to have it too generic, but you wanted to have it to represent you. So when they see my business card, they see me. It's my business card. So if I come up here and I'll let y'all see my business card that I created. And that's my business card. It's simple. It has, my logo. It's got my heritage in there. This is my basic logo. I use this on a lot of different things. I also created another one. So it does go to my PGN page. Good. So it's got like wine lovers. Hey, go visit here, find wines. You want to lose weight? Go here to Ditch the Diet, the Giving Network, PGN. And then it has my Google Voice number for them to call me. They can connect with me on Instagram. That's why I have it in bold, because everybody does social media. And then if they want to email me, get more information, they can email me. And this is my business email. It's not my personal email. That they can send, me information, say, hey, I got your business card. When I travel, in every bathroom, on the window or somewhere, I leave a business card. If it's on the toilet holder, tissue holder, I leave a business card. If I happen to be in there and they have a baby changing station, I leave a business card on the baby changing station. If we stop at a rest area when we're traveling, I always leave a business card either on the window or the mirror. Somewhere I leave a business. If they have a place, some rest stops has a place where you can put your business card and leave comments. Guess what I leave? My business card. So there's places that you can advertise and let people know, hey, go check me out. And this is a good marketing tool. If you just have this and you put this on every advertising that you do, not only do they see you, but then they can see your basic information that you want people to go and visit. Always put your anchor offers in. So there's several different things that you can use to get your website name out there, to get people generated to come to your site. Free ads are always great. That is the primary thing you want to do, is to get those free ads out there. And search for free ads. I mean, if you wanted to come here and type in free ad sites, free advertising sites. So here's the different places that you can advertise for free online advertising sites. And like this one's the best 14 best free advertising sites. Look, you can click on here and just play with it, and see what they have. And if you're not part of them and you want to try them, it's not going to hurt, to go in there and advertise on them. Craigslist is a great place to advertise. This is a new one. I don't know. I haven't heard about that one. See, here's one for New York based ads. that you can go, and it's exclusively to New York. So classified ads, we do that one. Ad post, I hadn't heard of that one, so I might have to look at this. It's very much like Craigslist. It tells you how many cities and regions. You got Penny Saver USA that you can go and advertise in. Hobbly, I've done that one before. I haven't been on it for a while. Here's another one. So you got different places that you can go to look for free ad sites. And I mean, there's tons of them that you can go and look for, and just, you know, find some that you like that's easy to use. Some of them might not be so easy to use. And here's one: top free advertising sites for business owners and marketers. Boom, that's what we do. So you can look at this one and see what's out there, and see if there's ones that you like. And you always want to make sure they're free. You don't want to pay for anything unless you really want to pay for something. And then you just go here and see what they have to offer. Completely free of cost, helps find targets, you know, it tells you what it does. And then here, they start listing them. eBay, it's basically the same ones that we have, that we just looked at on the other site. Backpage, that's one. I've used that one a couple of times. We use this one all the time. That's the one I just used. Gumtree, that's a good one. It's actually worldwide. It's focused, like it says, in the United Kingdom. That's a good place to advertise, especially for wine. Let Go, that's a new one that's come up. You know, everybody does that. I hear that all the time. Then you have the ad post. So there's different places that you can come and look and find different things. See, there's Locano. I do that one. Sell.com, it says it's free, but you have to be very careful for it, because it, see right here, there's a monthly fee for $10 after your first 30 days. So it's really not a free program. It used to be, but it's not anymore. So there's different places. You just have to read the fine print to make sure that, and like here's places in India that you can go. So there's several different ways that you can actually look up and find your free places. You don't just have to use the ones listed in Rory's site, although those are some great places. You can always go and research your own and find things that, you know, ones that are easier for you to use, that work well with your time constraints and everything. So it's an open market on getting those free places to advertise at. Okay. Anything else? Anybody want me? Let's see what we have in the chat here. Okay. On Instagram accounts, Instagram, you can only post, I think, every 15 or 20 minutes, but you can post as often as you want on Instagram. And it is nothing but pictures. So that's why I said you don't want to get too salesy on there. They're not as strict as Facebook, but you also want to make sure that you're posting, you know, relevant stuff. Let them know some of the things that you're doing. Everything that I post on Instagram is not always salesy, but I have a picture for everything that I post. Just like it's like, are you tired of this coronavirus? Me too. What are you doing? And then I might put like the wine, you know, I might, hey, glass of wine on the back porch. I actually have an image of my son and his kids sitting in the front yard with the grill, and they're doing s'mores at night. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to use that to do things with. So, you know, just everyday things that you do, if you have an image for it, you know, by all means, that's how you can do it. Somebody was asking me about my tabs up here at the top. If you have Chrome or Google, this works great. Even if you don't, if you have any other platform, you have the option to create these ads. So when you go to bookmark something, say I wanted to bookmark that ad site. So free advertising site. And say I didn't have.
Get up there. Get up there.
Ho, mute yourself, please. So I want to do 50 ways to advertise your business for free. So that's basically, where's that one I saw that said? This one. All right, so say I wanted to create this. So I'm going to bookmark this. And the way you do is you look at the end of your address bar and you see this little star that says bookmark. Okay, so it's going to tell me that I'm going to the last place I want. Well, I don't want to do that. I want to go here and I want to do more. And I want to create a new folder. Okay, but I don't want that folder to be there, but it's going to be there. So I'm just going to label it for right now. I'll show you how to move it here in a minute. And I'm going to put okay. And then I'm going to click save. And so that put that in advertising business sites. So, but what I want to do, I knew this was in marketing. So here's this down here, okay, because they put it under marketing. Well, I don't want it to be under marketing. So I'm just going to go up here and move it into the toolbar. So there's my ad for marketing. But that's how you just add it and move it. So once you know where it's at, sometimes you can come here and do more. And if you just want to go to bookmark and add a new folder, then it would just put it under bookmark, which is what I should have done. But since I was already in one, I didn't. And then you just name it. And then whatever you've got up that you're bookmarking is going to automatically go into that folder. So that's how you can do it. So if you have a bunch of stuff that you've bookmarked and you got a list of things that's over here when you click on your bookmark, just create folders and then you can move them back and forth through your folders. Then that way you're not coming here searching going, okay, where's my website information? Where's my training information? Where's my ad sites? Create folders for those and then just move them when you go in. So I can actually move this to a different one. So if I wanted to move this and put it over here where it should go, I can move it. So now when I click on ad sites, there's my folder for my advertising. So it's where it needs to go. So we might do a training on that on another day. But yeah, just play with it, create those folders and organize. Paul was talking today on how to organize, make yourself organized so you know exactly where all your information is. Just like I have all of my webinars for my Wednesday night, Thursday night, my training stuff is all here. My broken links is all here. You know, here's some information that I have on the Helium hubs that I bookmarked. All the training, here's the memes and stuff. Those of you that are on the Wednesday nights, we do a what do you call it, a game where you get points and those points are accumulated. Here's that website that they do the game on. I have it bookmarked. So I don't have to go in here and type everything I'm looking for. It's bookmarked. Same thing with my marketing sites. Here's all of my companies that I market for. So if I want to go in and get one for Wine Ambassador, I just click on Wine Ambassador, Valenta, Steak Base, Response Magic. I have it bookmarked so I can always go into Response Magic. ClickBank, you know, my Supreme Helium, crypto, you know, anything. Here's Scipio. Those of you that are looking for places to advertise in or do your V marketing, Scipio now has a free version. It used to be $199. So, but now they have a free version where you can send out 30 messages a day. So that's what I do. You know, I got rid of the one because Roy said to get rid of it. I got rid of it, but now this is just another place. So every day I come in and I put in 30 people. I send out that message, our first message for our V marketing. If I don't hear anything back, I go in and delete those people and put 30 more in. So Scipio, the free version, that's 30 leads you can do a day for your V marketing. So that's a good source to use, especially if for whatever reason you can't do Google Voice anymore. But you know, if you have Google Voice, text now, text for free. Here's another place, Scipio, and that's 30 more leads. So you can send 20, 40, 60, 90, 20, 40, 60 plus, yeah, you know, you can send out 90 to 100 extra now instead of just sending 20 or 30 for that Scipio. All right, no problem, Kat. You have a good one.
Is there an affiliate link for Scipio so that if you had the affiliate link, we could sign up under you?
It's free.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah, it's free. Scipio right now is free, and that's all you need. Like I said, if you go in, because you can get store up to 250 contacts for free. After that, then they want you to upgrade to the paid one. But if you're not getting any feedback from those people, just delete them out. But that's 30 people, and I do it every day. I just bring 30 people in. You know, if I don't hear anything back from them by tomorrow at the same time, I take them out. But the thing about it is even though you take them out, they can still respond to you. So you can still get that message. But they won't be in your address book. Your address book will be empty, and you won't have to ever incur that fee. And then the thing about it is if you do hear back from somebody off of it, then all you do is just go in and manually put them into your response magic queue. And then you can send them a text and say, hey, I just sent you an email. Please respond to it so we can stay in touch. You know, same thing. So yeah, it's a good source. It's another way to do your V-marketing. And just like I said, just take it out every day. Just go in and check it. And if you don't have a responder, you know, so be it. If you do, then add them in your V-marketing Trello, and then start sending them messages on Google Voice or sending a message on your Text Now, or even in your Response Magic. Just go in and fill out a Response Magic form for them and be good to go. And you know, but yeah, it's free now. They have a free version that you can do for your Scipio. So just throwing that out there. Okay, we have anything else we need to go over real quick? Anybody?
Yes, Sheila. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Hanging in there.
Good.
I do have a question. I have a student who, she was getting that, oh God, what is it called? Alternate text for her pictures, you know, where you typically put in the keyword and then that message goes away. Well, she put in the keyword for her 2 pictures, and she's still getting that.
How does she have her key phrase though?
Well, she's got almost like a whole sentence, like put pep in your dog's step. That's for the canine. Prevail.
Yeah, but is that a good key phrase?
Well, but her problem was twofold. She was using just Prevail K9, then she started getting the message that that link phrase was used elsewhere, which typically means either she had it or the vendor had it in it. So that's why she changed it to almost a sentence type thing. And so now she got rid of the link phrase problem, but now she's got a problem still with her images.
You said put pep into canine step.
I think so. Let me see if I can quickly get on here and see. Let's see. Oh boy.
Because you have to check and make sure she don't have any capitalization in her key phrase.
Oh, okay. Let me check.
Because if she does, it has to be exact whenever she uses it anywhere.
Okay. Maybe that's what the problem is with that.
Yep. So if she has any of those words capitalized, and then she goes to her alternative text and it's not capitalized, it's all in lowercase, then it will give her that message. And it has to be exact.
And of course, I can't get on there. My system is so slow.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, just double check that. Just tell her to check to make sure.
Okay.
Because your key phrase should always be in lowercase, even if it's a proper noun. Still make sure it's in lowercase. Because if you put anything in your focus key phrase in uppercase, then it has to appear that way everywhere you use it.
Okay.
Even in your alternative text. Because then it says it doesn't match, even though it's the exact same thing. And then if that still is the case, If she hasn't advertised that page, put the page in draft, remove the focus key phrase and the slug, then go back and put it back in exactly the way it was, and then publish it, and that should clear it up.
Could you repeat that, please?
If she doesn't have anything uppercase in her focus key phrase and she's still getting that message, then tell her to switch everything to drafts. Just go up to the top of her page, and where it says update, just tell her to switch it to draft. Then she's going to go down and remove her focus key phrase, and she's going to remove her slug. Just take it completely out, whatever's there. And then she's going to go back in and type it back in the way it should be. And then she's going to go and publish it again. And then that way it'll put her slug back in the way it's supposed to be. I got a feeling she's probably got this right here, a word or somewhere in there that's going to have a capitalization in it.
Okay. All right. I'll have her try that. Thank you.
You're welcome. We'll do Miss Mary Lou.
Hey,
Hey, you got on just one knee or both?
just one.
Okay. Take
I-
it easy.
Thank you.
Don't
I'll be
overdo
happy.
it.
Yeah, that I learned that from when my husband had it and overdid it.
Yeah, don't overdo it, and follow that therapy as soon as they get out and tell you what to do. Because I've had patients that they don't want to do it because it hurts. Yes, it's going to hurt. It's going to be tender, but please try to follow your therapy.
Yeah, that's my
if not-
plan.
Yeah, if not, when you do get in there, it's going to be extremely painful because you've already started doing your healing, and it's not going to have the muscle strength needed to do your
Yeah.
therapy.
Yeah, I've
So
got
make-
3 pages here of exercises that I've
Yes.
been doing.
yeah, so make sure you stay on that. I cannot. It's almost like doing your pages. if
Yeah,
you
right.
if you miss it, then you'll find a reason the next day not to do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, that's the key. But we will keep you in prayer, Miss Mary Lou.
I appreciate it.
No problem. All right. Anything else anybody wants to go over real quick?
Hey Sheila,
Hey, how you doing?
hints on how to get this response magic to work?
Girl, I'm gonna have to get with you. I don't know why that's going on, but yeah,
I don't know either. I've taken it out completely, put it, gone back in, got it all set up, put it back in. It worked for a day. Try to
And-
get back in.
need information on or how to do real quick or not so quick. Anything? All righty. If that's it, then we're going to call it a day, and this will be posted on our student chat as soon as we get finished. Again, I know there's one person I missed on the student chat, adding them. So if you are not on our student classroom chat, put your name in our chat down here at the bottom. And that way, once the class is done, it will give me a screenshot of the chat conversation, and I can go in and add those people that need to be added. So that's it for today.
Thank you, Sheila.
You're welcome. Y'all have
Thank
a
you.
good rest of the weekend. And
You too.
like I said, Saturday's a good day to, catch up on some things you missed, get some advertising done, do your V-marketing, and just, create some pages. I know I'm getting ready to go outside and plant some stuff in my garden. And then that's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back and finish the page that I started, and get that out there. As soon as I get it finished, I'll post it and let y'all see it. Y'all might be able to use some of the ideas on here to create your own page and get it out there. So,
Thank you, Sheila.
all
See
right.
everybody next week. Bye bye.
See you next week. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.